V identity theft. Arizona judge defines what a V registration is. Yeah. And rules that mail-in ballot signatures have been compared illegally. Yeah. So we're finishing up the show here on Kick with some good news. A Yavapai County judge last week ruled in favor of the Arizona Free Enterprise Club and restoring integrity and trust in selections in a recent lawsuit that seeks to prohibit Arizona's Secretary of State from enforcing illegal selection procedures relating to mail-in ballot signature verification. Judge John Napper rejected the motions to dismiss files. Judge John Napper rejected the motion to dismiss filed by Secretary of State Adrian Fontes, a former cartel lawyer, and Mi Familia Vota, a Democrat nonprofit. A status conference has been set for Tuesday, September 19, 2023. Wow. The judge notes in his order, he says, the court finds the special action state's claim upon which relief can be granted. The court finds the plaintiffs have correctly defined registration record. The 2019 EPM creates a process that contradicts the plan language of ARS 16550A. Therefore, this portion of the EPM and the instruction from the secretary do not have the force of law. Meaning when she said, oh, we're going to do signature verifications, this half-assed leeway with this machine that approves all of them automatically or whatever, right? That was not legal. So now this is going to affect the outcome, right? This is how they steal selections in Arizona. Hundreds of thousands of fraudulent ballots are trafficked or inserted with no chain of custody documentation, and someone forges a signature. Sometimes all it takes is a random scribble on the affidavit. Under the current Arizona Selections Procedure Manual, when a signature is accepted on a mail-in ballot envelope or a voter uses an in-person polling place touchscreen signature log, it is added to the V registration record to be used for future reference. Many voters were seen with the familiar affidavit signatures in consecutive selections that do not match their signatures on their V registrations, past affidavits. County recorders just need to cheat consistently with the same BS signatures. The new ruling will require V registration forms to be used for signature verification as opposed to previously accepted fraudulent mail-in ballots and other signature forms. Documents are a part of the registration record only if they involve the voter's registration. The order continues, registering to vote is not the same as voting. Applying the plain and obvious meaning of registration, the legislator intended for the recorder to attempt to match the signature on the outside of the envelope to the signature on the documents the putative voter used to register. Napper concluded saying, the language of the statute is clear and ambiguous. However, in the last two selections in M County, hundreds of thousands of signatures were discovered to be verified in just a few seconds each. A true comparison of signatures as required by law takes much longer to do properly. Unscrupulous selection employees have been caught not even looking at signatures. At least one employee simply approved tens of thousands of ballots in a matter of seconds each. Yeah, so basically what happened was two signatures will pop up. One of them will be visible. The other one will be partially off the screen. And they would approve without even scrolling down to look at it. That's what they were seeing in the surveillance. Mail-in ballots cannot be trusted for free and fair selections. Correct. So that's great. Similar to the lawsuit challenging signature verification, Kari Lake's lawsuit to access public records from Arizona's fraudulent 2022 mail-in ballots is also going to trial this month. This is evidence they need to prove the selection was stolen in their ongoing appeal against Judge Thompson's bogus rulings. Lake's attorneys are expected to file an appeal to the dismissal of her case and fight it all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary. Likewise, the judge in Lake's case stated, in quotes, I'm not convinced that the ballot affidavit is a voter registration record. It is a record from which the election officials derive information that becomes part of the voter registration record, but that doesn't mean the ballot affidavit itself is a voter registration record. So yeah, that's his excuse to not letting them view the signatures before. Stupid, huh? Kari's attorney, Brian Blem, who is currently engaging in similar litigation against M County's fraudulent signature verification system, celebrated the win for its selection integrity with a post on Tuesday. Brian Blem writes, breaking AZ court news, Yavapai County court order shows SOS Adrian Fontes and Stephen Richter violated Stephen Richter violated AZ law in 2020 and 2022.